Yep, I believe we're live. Yep, I believe we're live. You can go ahead and bring us in, Elder.
Okay. All right, shalom, shalom. So we'll start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the Aki teaching about the Mayan Wa'amat, that's the sincerity and truth. Great Millstone, Dallas. I got the brother Yawan here with me, and brother want to go into a topic that was on his spirit. You know, watching another video, and we always are inspired and sparked by other brothers when they mention certain things that are on our spirits. You know, and being circumspect, understanding this world that we live in, understanding that our role, the Lord made us first fruits, brothers, outside. Before he made you somebody's mama, somebody's daddy, somebody's brother, somebody's uncle, right? We always talk about this spiritual family that we come from that was created before we were brought down to the earth in this flesh.
That's right. Okay?
And you don't want to lose sight, and you don't want to get out of pocket, because according to Jeremiah 1, the Lord knew us before he formed us in the belly. So being formed in the belly cannot be the ruler of all domain of what you about. It's the flesh that we cannot get caught up in, even though we have it, we deal with it, right?
Yes.
But at the end of the day, the Lord created you before you created anything. Keep that in mind. You got it, brother.
All right, so I'm gonna run the clip that I was at work today, and giving my time to studying and being sharpened by other brothers. You gotta be intentional with your time in this thing, because everybody, like the elders going into, we have lives, we have families, we have things we have to do in the world. We use the world to not abuse it, but you got to be intentional with your time. You know what I mean? I always talk to brothers about, hey man, organize your day so that you can give your time to the Lord, because you got hours, you got to get your hours and pay for, you're subject to payments, all these different things. But this brother made a point, and I want to run this clip, and then we'll go from there. All right, so with no further ado, here it is.
Than to do. But when you start to forget, when you start to, when you're not reading as much and you're not connected in the spirit as much, these worldly problems will start to get to you more. But when you're locked into the spirit, you'll see that this is much more important than anything else. And in that case, all those other things become so small. They become so minute compared to what your mind is truly focused on. And when you start to feel that problems in the world are stressing you out more than they should, you need perspective. Meaning you need to realign yourself and push this back up to the top of your mind. Because that means that this is not at the top of your mind. If this is at the top of your mind, the rest are just distractions. And those distractions can easily be shut off. But when you start to feed into them more and more, then this starts to fall back. And when this starts to fall back, those other things get to have more of an effect on you. And you shouldn't allow things of the world to have power over you. All right, you should be in total control. And if you feel weak, whatever it is, you pray to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and he's gonna recharge you. We all
man, all right. That was heavy, man. That's heavy. Yeah. Matter of fact, can you get that the affairs of this life?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, can you pull that real quick? Because at the end of the day, the brother was in the spirit. Because when it come time for studying, reading videos, all these different things, what I've noticed is that the more you are into the word, the more you're gonna replace things. Sometimes you're gonna have times where you binge watch your favorite TV show. But sometimes you're gonna have times when you binge watching the brothers. You see? And when you get to yourself, we can always tell amongst brothers when a brother hasn't been reading. That's one of the first things you ask a brother. When a brother tell you about the hell he catching and how he dealing with it, and if it's not sounding like he dealing with it as a spiritual man, the first thing you're gonna ask him is, bro, have you been reading? What you been doing? What you doing with your time?
Right.
You ask these questions based off of brother's behavior or how he's or his spirit on how it's going.
That's right.
You got it.
All right, so pulling up the precept, I'm going to read it for the elder. And this is 2 Timothy 2 and verse 4. All right, it reads, "No man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who have chosen him to be a soldier."
See, and the thing, and that's just like the brother said, when you put something else before this ministry, your duty in the ministry is going to begin to lack. You see, and if your duty begins to lack, then now you're dealing with being lukewarm.
That's right.
You see, and the Lord will spew you out his mouth, and you won't get the eyesight to be able to see what's coming. You see, so staying locked in, being circumspect, we can tell when the brother's not doing those things because he's not reading, because he's not being involved. He's not around as much as he normally is. When you see these things come to pass, you ask a brother, "Hey, bro, what's up? What's going on?" "Yeah, we gonna get in your business." Yeah, we gonna get in your business. That's how you I would say, imagine the shepherd asking the sheep if it's instead of telling the sheep to get back in the and get back in the herd or hit him on the head and get him back over here, you just let him go. No. First of all, they are the Lord's sheep. They're the Lord's sheep, not ours. Okay? So when we protect the sheep, we protect the lambs. When we feed the lambs, we protect the lamb, we have to check on the flock.
Yeah.
And if you can tell when a brother is warring with the affairs of his life. You got it.
Yeah, man, we got to police each other. We're you know, we're all walking this walk. We got to walk it for ourselves, but we're also a team. So you police, you know, you watching your brother. You say, "Hey, man, you know, this and that. We're looking out for one another, man. This is truly a brotherhood." All right. So if somebody is, "Hey, brother, you need to be, you know, maybe read a little bit more." You know, you pull the brothers to the side when they, you know, not in the best of everything, all good, brother. You know, do you need anything? Do you need anything from me? Can I do anything to help? You know what I mean? That's the spirit you got to be in. Because look, man, everybody's gonna have moments where they low in the spirit, but you always got to remember for yourself, man. Okay, I'm gonna have moments, but I always gotta, long as I'm putting this first, long as this is primarily what I'm giving my time to,
Right.
I'll be in good case.
Let me ask you this: when you hungry, do you eat? When you thirsty, do you drink? When you got to go to the bathroom, what do?
You go use it.
That's what I'm saying. So the scriptures is all that. The scriptures are our life.
Right.
You see, when you lack it in the spirit, you go read. Study to show thyself approved. Blessed is he that readeth. Right?
Yeah.
and then when you go into the history and all these different accounts, you see that our forefathers had moments that were low in the spirit. What did they do? They prayed without ceasing.
Right.
They fasted. All right? It's plenty of ways to get back to the Lord. You see, that's what I'm saying. When you thirsty, you drink. When you hungry, you eat. Right? The scriptures is our everything. Get Romans 15:4 real quick, Baba Kashaw.
Let's do it. Romans 15th chapter and the 4th verse. Right? Yeah, hold on. Let me make sure my computer's charged up here. It seems like the plug ain't plugged in properly. But Romans 15:4. All right, it reads, "For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope."
I was like, because think about it, bro. What can we go through in this flesh that hasn't been written about?
Nothing.
It's all there for us.
Yeah.
It's all there for us. So that's what I'm saying, bro, if you don't eat, you're going to starve. If you don't drink, you're going to die. That's why the scriptures is likened to water. That's why it's likened to food. That's why it's likened to all these things that a man needs to survive. It's a precept in the Apocrypha somewhere where it talk about salt and flour and all the things that a man needs. You see, you can liken the scriptures unto anything on that list. So if you are lacking in the spirit, Jake don't be praying, Jake don't be reading, and wonder why they taking all them lumps. You got it.
Are you talking about Sirach 39?
That might be it. Yeah.
That's Sirach 39 and 26. It reads, "The principal things for the whole use of man's lives are water, fire, iron and salt, flour of wheat, honey, milk, and the blood of the grape, and oil and clothing."
That's what I'm saying. You can liken all those things to the scriptures. Clothing, your garments, the oil press. I would say, my cup runneth over with oil, right?
Yeah.
Blood of the grape, wine,
Yep.
right? Milk and honey. You need all these things. You can't survive without all these things, just like we can't survive without the scriptures.
That's right.
So, if, like the brother said, if this world piss you off to the point so much to where you ain't reading or praying no more, you're gonna die. Yeah, I said it. You're gonna die. I ain't never seen a man just go for however long he go without eating or drinking, and he's cool. Your body is gonna start to shut down. Things are gonna start to happen, but the way to correct it is for you to do it.
Yeah.
So say, Father, look, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shah, Baba Kashah, Baba Kashah, Baba Kashah, put the spirit on me to fight.
Yeah.
I ain't got it right now.
Yeah. You need nourishment, right? You need the living water.
You know?
All right.
And before you know it, you're gonna be locked into a chapter that's telling you exactly what you need to hear.
Mm-hmm.
That's how spirit works. You got it.
All right, one more time. Sirach 39:26. The principal things for the whole use of a man's life are water, fire, iron, and salt, flour of wheat, honey, milk, and the blood of the grape, and oil and clothing.
I want to say
Right.
the principal things for the whole use of man's life are truth, 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 and truth.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right, so now we go back to 2 Timothy 2:4. All right, and that reads again, no man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who have chosen him to be a soldier.
I was saying, just like in Sirach 39, where it talk about spirits being created for vengeance.
Yep.
He got the spirit on us to prophesy.
Yeah.
There was spirits created to prophesy. Period, point blank. And that's what, and it ain't no. I would say it, when you get into the parable of the men that come into the truth and then fall out. You know, the parable of the sower, the ones that land on the stony grounds, the one that landed here, the one that landed there. That's talking about the same group of people.
Yeah.
You see, and those it talks about the word being choked out by the cares of the world. We can get that too. You know.
Yeah. It's Luke 8:4. It says, and this is Yahweh Shai. And when much of the people were gathered together and were come to him out of every city, he spake by a parable. And the sower went out to sow his seed, and he sowed, and as he sowed, some fell by the wayside, and it was trodden down by the fowls of the air, and the fowls of the air devoured it. Like it. Now, if we can do it like this, I want to read it and then jump to the explanation it gives.
Yeah.
All right. So some fell by the wayside, right? So you jump down, and it gives you the explanation for it, right? Verse 12 is for the wayside. It says, those by the wayside are they that hear, then cometh the devil and taketh away the word out of their hearts, lest they should believe and be saved.
That's what I'm saying. Whatever the reason is for you to be sifted, if you allow that reason to take over, you will be sifted. You see, it's telling you, you got guys that's gonna come in and guys that's gonna leave. And these are the reasons.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
You got people that are deceived into thinking that something else in the world is more important than this. Mm-hmm. So they get tricked out of their crown, man. It's some precepts on the comment board if you want to read these really quick. This is,
let's get them.
Yeah.
Shalom, Akim. Yep. And Aquath.
Yep. It's Elder Manasseh Zakbai. He puts up Jeremiah 1:5, of course. It says, before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. And before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee, and I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations.
That's what I'm saying. Now, this happened to you in your particular walk, but you got a wife. Same thing happened with Adam. Same thing happened with Abraham.
That's right.
Same thing happened with all the men of the Lord that met a girl. You met a girl. So what? Right? You might is that what you're gonna tell the Lord? Oh, no. Lord, I know you formed me in the belly before any of this happened, but I love her. It ain't gonna go down like that.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna go down like that. You got it.
That's not your primary responsibility.
You know what I'm saying? And if it is your primary responsibility, the Lord don't need you.
That's right. He also put up Isaiah 49:1. It says, "Listen, O isles, unto me, and hearken ye people from far. The Lord hath called me from the womb, from the bowels of my mother."
The Lord called you from the womb, not your baby mama. The Lord called you from the womb, not football, right? Cutting hair. Oh, you can sing? So? Right?
Yeah.
It said the Lord called you from the womb.
Yeah.
It didn't say nothing about your daddy. It didn't say nothing about your mama. It didn't say about nobody else. The Lord called you from the womb. So before you and your parents even got together, the Lord already knew what he was going to do with you. You see? You have to wrap your mind around that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the same thing happened with me. I'm at work now. My wife at work, my son at school. All these things are going on while I'm walking with the Lord. They don't come first. That's what I'm saying. If you love your family the way you say you do, you'll do the work. Do you worship the moon more than you worship the Lord? Do you worship the sun more than you worship the Lord? Do you worship your family more than you worship the Lord? If you put the Lord on the back burner, you're out of pocket. Period, point blank.
And to put it in Ebonics, what the elder is saying, anything you give more time to than the Most High, you're making that your God.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So anything else you see on the comment board that you want to read really quick?
I think we got a couple that I saw. Yeah, we got the couple I saw. See, okay. Anointed Refreshings put a couple up there. I put it up. All right, we got Anointed Refreshing, Shalom, Psalms 55:22. It says, "Cast thy burden upon the Lord, and he shall sustain thee. Mm-hmm. He shall never suffer the righteous to be moved." That's plain.
Yeah,
that's plain. So when if the world is starting to get to you, you hand it over. Look, Lord, it's too much for me. And he already know before you ask, because it's a precept to say that.
Yeah.
Right? Jeremiah 3:15 from the brother. And it says, "And I will give you pastors according to mine heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding." That's what we've been being fed with. So that's what we feed with. You see? We were given knowledge and understanding, and we pass it along. Right? We don't have 5 teachers with 10,000 marching niggas. See, here it is. So here it is. You got 10 men of the Lord, but they surrounded by men that's entangled with the affairs of this life. Yeah. They worried about their hair and what their clothes look like. You know what I'm saying? They wonder about what the ladies think. Okay? They get lined up and try to blame it on their job. I've never seen a job fire a nigga for his hairline. Ever. I'm in my 40s and I've been working since I was a teenager. I ain't never seen that shit. But that's what I'm saying. When you surround yourself with men that's entangled with the affairs of this life, you have to cater to them. You see? No. The Lord said it's going to be a small number. So for you to be going out there trying to gather up millions, hey, that's what I'm saying. You worried about this world. You worried about this life. You got it.
Yep. And both of the brothers put it. Strive for Masteries put it up, and the brother South Arala put it up. All right. But back to Luke. Okay. We read the explanation for those who fell by the wayside. We're in the seed parable in Luke, the 8th chapter. Mm-hmm. All right. I jump back up to verse 6. All right. Because we read the explanation for those who fell by the wayside already. All right. It says, "And some fell upon a rock, and as soon as it was sprung up, it withered away because it lacked moisture." And when you jump down, what do we get? Verse 13. "They on the rock are they which, when they hear, receive the word with joy. Mm-hmm. And these have no root, which for a while believe, and in the time of temptation fall away."
That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. And when Jake start to fall away, you start to see them less. They reading less. They praying less. Yeah. Right. And the things of this world. That's what I'm saying. Because that's why I always try to tell brothers through the Spirit, look, control your energy, man.
Yeah.
A seasoned man in this truth realize that he don't have to click everything. If you're gonna click all the things that piss you off, you setting yourself up for it.
Right.
You see? But that could also be man's goals being of the Lord. The Lord might be finna get rid of your ass.
Yeah.
You see, he might be slowly but surely taking it away, but to avoid that, which is what we're here to do,
Yeah.
you see, you bring these scriptures out. Because
Yeah.
look, you can bring out scriptures to a man that's gonna receive it, and then he'll shake back.
Yeah.
But then if the dude is being weeded out, then the dude is being weeded out.
Yeah.
You know, but it's our job as the judges of the earth to discern. You got it.
All right. Back to it. Continuing on. So back to verse 7. It says, and some fell among thorns, and the thorns sprang up with it and choked it. And this is the what we're really going into in this lesson for real. All right, verse 14. And that which fell among thorns are they which, when they have heard, go forth and are choked with the cares and riches and pleasures of this life, and bring no fruit to perfection.
That's what I'm saying. And I'm saying, and not reading, not studying. See, the thing is, the Lord is a mastermind at keeping us safe.
That's right.
You see, when you at home studying, when you're in the spirit, or when you with brothers and y'all going into the scriptures and all these different things, guess where you're not? In the streets, vulnerable as hell.
Right.
You see, you come out of, I would say, when you come out of the world, you replace those things with something else.
Yeah.
You see, I will say, you stop smoking weed, you stop committing adultery, you stop doing all these different things. You see?
Yep. You keep not the company of wicked men.
Exactly. You see, and when you get to the point to where the world is, I will say, your partners in the world should not be over your brothers in the truth. You know what I'm saying? Because if you got that one partner in the world that you can't separate from, that's that thread that the world is hanging on to your ass by.
Yeah, man. Look, when you truly on fire in the spirit, over time, those people will eliminate themselves from your life because they're not gonna want to be around you because the vibration on you, the spirit on you is completely different. You become a new creature. You've been quickened.
Yep.
So over time, they start to separate from you themselves. You know. The worldly problems, things start to eliminate themselves when you're in the spirit.
And if those things bother you, that's an indicator for you to go ahead. That check engine light just came on.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? When you, as I'm saying, if you're in a situation to where you catch yourself, you know what, this shit is, it's taking way more of a toll on me than it should.
Yeah.
Repent, read, pray. You know what I'm saying? And then rinse, recycle, repeat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Your spirit will let you know. Your spirit will let you know that you thirsty or hungry, man. You see? And if you ignore that, you die. Period. Because I guarantee you, if your stomach grounded, you're not going to ignore it.
Right.
So when your spirit is groaning, you can't ignore it. You got it?
One of the chief things in the recipe for success is separating from the world. You're not going to be in this thing for the long haul if you can't separate from the world, because ultimately that's what we're going to have to do completely.
Right.
All right. So that needs to be your mindset. Like, okay, I'm using the world right now, but if I had to let it all go, I'm able.
Right.
That's the place you want to be in. You know? All right. So back to Luke.
The knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the scriptures is for us to be able to maneuver through society. So it's not like you have all this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding and you just don't do nothing with it. No. You got to go to work. You can be wise as a serpent, homeless as a dove at work, my nigga. Goddamn. You can turn the other cheek. You can turn the other cheek riding down the highway, bro. If you know how many opportunities we got to deliver righteousness and wickedness, like, bro, you living a day in the flesh in Babylon. You gonna take some lumps. You gonna have temptation. You gonna turn it down. Sometimes you gonna fall to it. You in Babylon. It's inevitable. That's what Romans chapter 7 is about. The flesh. Okay? But that's what I'm saying. As long as you have more victories in the spirit than losses to the flesh, you good. Because the Lord already set it up. The Lord already set it up. But that's what I'm saying. We got to be able to identify temptation and say, fuck no to it. You got it.
All right. Back to Luke, the 8th chapter. So we read, those that are choked away with the cares of this life. Now let's talk about what we want to be. All right. This is Luke 8:8. It says, and other fell on good ground and sprang up and bare fruit 100-fold. And when he had said these things, he cried, he that had ears to hear, let him hear. Now we jump down to verse 15, Salakia. It says, but that on good ground are they, which an honest and good heart, having heard the word, keep it, and bring forth fruit with patience.
That's it. That's it. It describes the fruit that's going to remain, and it describes the fruit that's going to be not meet for repentance. Period, point blank.
Right.
The scriptures is very plain on who's going to be delivered and who's not.
Right.
The scriptures is very specific on the criteria of a delivered man and a destroyed one.
Yeah.
You know? You got something else?
Nah, that, you know, like you said, the point is it's pretty straightforward, but it's very important, man. You got to be able, whether you know you low or high in the spirit, don't let things take precedence on what you're supposed to be giving your time to. This is your first responsibility. Called from the womb, right? First responsibility. Take care of this first, and everything else will fall into place.
Let's get Ecclesiastes 12.
Let's do it.
Yeah. The whole duty of man.
Yep. All right, so this is Ecclesiastes, and put it up on the screen here. All right. All right, it's Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. It reads, let us hear the conclusion. Can I make this bigger? Is it away? I guess is that good?
Yeah. I was able to see the words.
Yeah.
I can see it.
Yep. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear Yahweh and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man.
That's what I'm saying. Where in there is your parents? Where in there is your girl? Where in there is your uncle, your favorite cousin? Where in the world? Ain't written in there, is it? So stop putting all them people in the head of the Lord. Right. The Lord said, if you can't forsake mother, father, houses, lands, all these different relatives and all this stuff, then the Lord ain't dealing with you, man. You're not worthy. So, like I said, if you love your family the way you say you do the work, and then they can be delivered through your works, because they damn sure ain't doing it. You see? And it is what it is. The whole duty of man is to fear Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai and nobody else. And you will be rewarded for that.
Mm-hmm.
You got it up.
Yeah, man. So the title of the lesson was Life Got You Down. You know, here's, you know, what did I title it? Life Got You Down. Let me see here. Look at the title. Here's some perspective. All right. And when you look up that word perspective right here, right, it says the science of optics. But you got to break down words, right? That PER in front of it. Forward, in front. What needs to be in front for you? Obviously the spirit. And we read it right here. The whole duty of man. Fearing the Lord and keeping his commandments. That's what needs to be in front. So if that's in front, things fall in place. All right. So that's all I had on that. You had anything else?
Nah. Hey, quick hitter. You know what I'm saying? A quick hitter through the spirit. Hey, shout out to that brother, Bakar Math. You know, hey, we all. He was a spark to kindle the fire to get this quick hit, but very impactful lesson. Yeah. You know, focus. Stay focused. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Ask the Lord to direct your steps. Hey, Lord, I feel like I'm slipping. You got to be a wise man. Know when he's slipping.
That's right.
Okay, so it's too many precepts, but we're going to go ahead and end it now. Lord willing, we spark somebody else to go ahead and do a lesson. You know what I'm saying? So we can pass that torch. All right. So, hey, with that, we want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rechacha, Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the Akin teaching about the mind Wa'amak. That's in sincerity and truth. Shalom.
Shalom.